right. So Barcelona wins in the Champions League versus Lyon, which turned out to be quite a dismantling, but it did not start out that way. It was actually a tale of two halves. First half, I liked the strategy that Barcelona put forth. They had Coutinho left, Messi right, and Suarez up top, but they interchanged, they moved left and right. And it was clear that in the first half, the goal was to hold the tight defense and get in behind the lines. Get in behind Lyon, run to the sides, through balls, angles from inside out, outside in, and they were dissecting them. You could tell they had their mojo, they were feeling it. You had heel kicks, you had Suarez doing a reverse dummy with a ball played through him and the defender. There was a lot of energy there. But first goal was in the 17th minute, and what it was a pass down the line to Suarez. Suarez drew a foul, penalty kick. Messi decided to chip it straight through the middle. Slow, floating, cheeky ball. Great goal, 1-0. Second goal, it was actually played through the middle onto Suarez. Suarez did a one touch over to Coutinho, the wide open man. One touch past the keeper. He tapped it in. Just tapped it in. Suarez earned both the first two goals. Suarez was all over the place in that first half. And Coutinho did a good job of getting where he needed to go, pulling the ball back and looking for a touch. And it actually seemed like Coutinho, instead of always trying to attack forward, he was pulling the ball back like he did when he was played in the midfield. So he was able to pull the ball back, create opportunities for other people, look for opportunities. He's very effective when he's playing the ball back, looking for opportunities, opposed to taking people one-on-one. One-on-one is not his strength. And then there was a challenge where Coutinho was taking on the keeper. Keeper got the ball kicked in his head. He looked like he was hurt. For some reason, it seemed like it wasn't a real injury. Turned out, it looked to me like the keeper did have a concussion. When he came off the field, he was teared up. So, that really only happens when someone has a concussion. They don't understand why they're getting taken off the field. They're doing okay, but he did look a little off. Going into halftime, different strategy entirely. We came out, and at that point in time, to be fair, Lyon had a very good they changed their tactics. They started hitting harder. They started staying closer. They started being aware. They started playing a little bit wider so we couldn't go around them, and they did a good job. As a matter of fact, it turned out that that Toussaint, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, sorry, in the 58th minute scored a goal. And it was actually played it was played from the outside in, and he went up there was actually a header that looked like a foul. It completely looked like Marcelo took down Lenglet into the box, but they didn't call it. The only VAR they used was to find out if the gentleman was offsides. They just completely ignored the fact that he was tackled from behind. Ball squirts out, and Toussaint actually shoots the goal in. Solid goal, left side. So it's 2-1. But remember, at this point in time, that counts as an away goal. So if they were to tie the score 2-2, Barcelona goes home. But you could always count on some actually strategies that were changed. And you could see there was some subs came in. Arthur had come out and they put in Vidal. And what I've seen in the past, when Vidal comes in, that means he's going to hold back with Busquets. Busquets and Vidal are going to hold back in a more defensive formation, more defensive center defensive mids, but more back into the defensive center back. And then you'll have people like Pique and Lenglet actually charging up. So, and as soon as you see that at the end of the game, and then you saw that Dembele took out Coutinho, you knew that they were going to be racing up the side or racing through the middle. In the 78th minute, of course, Messi created a great opportunity, cut the ball inside, took a shot to the left side. Keeper got a hand on it, but it went in. 3-1. Then the typical strategy that Barcelona will ensue is they put in Vidal, they sit back kind of tight, and then Messi gets the ball, he's charging forward. Both Lenglet and Pique were available on a counterattack inside the opposing box. It was a planned out. They're not being marked. They're finding ways to get open. They raced in from their own defense up into the actual offensive third of the field. The forwards and the midfielders hold back so that they can be non-marked. The other people are trying to keep track of their man marking, so they found a way to exploit the man marking in the first half and then this actually man marking in the beginning of the second half. And Pique went in, scored a nice solid goal. 86th minute, the sub came in. Dembele only played about 20 minutes. He came in, pass from Messi. Messi gets an assist, and Dembele slots it away. 5-1. It seems like a massacre, but really, The majority of those breakaway goals came at the end of the game when they were just disheartened, they were broken down, but Barcelona's for real. Barcelona's here to show those teams that are still in the Champions League that they are in the running. Great game, and I thought more than anything, the tactics were right. They got it right today. They changed it. They changed the style of play 3 times in that game and were very effective. Messi scored 2 goals, but you also had a goal from Coutinho, Pique, and Dembele. And don't forget the contribution Suarez did to the first 2 goals as well as the strategy of the entire game. Great game.